All right, team. Broncos, Bills, preseason week 2. What do we learn from the offense? Well, what I think we learned is that we're going to be driving the ball down the field. We've got like a whole vertical section that we're going to talk about. Again, this isn't like a standard, hey, good, bad type breakdown. This is more of like, hey, what are we going to see from the Broncos offense? So as always, please like, subscribe, comment. Please comment little FTA for the algorithm. Share it, or you can always wait to the end, and I hope I earn it, but let's jump into the tape. So the first thing we're going to talk about, we're not in the vert section yet. We're going to talk about one of the plays I really liked, and then we're going to talk about Mike Boone. Okay? The play is stick Texas. Okay? So they've got stick to the field over here where you're going to read this thing 1 to 2. And then they also have this Texas route backside. Texas where the back's going to kind of sell on a little flat and then cross face. Okay? Mike Boone runs maybe the best Texas route that I've seen this preseason. I want you guys to watch, okay? Remember, he's right here, and then this is the linebacker that's going to try to cover him. Watch this stuff. Sells, boom, cross his face, great catch, and then little spin cycle, and we just move. I mean, that's just as good as it gets. We're going to play it one more time. The fact that he makes this catch and then also avoids that hit, I mean, just insane. He also had a really great protection pickup later in this drive, which is like even more exciting. So Mike Boone, heck of a player. I don't know where he fits with this Broncos because the Broncos running back room is deep, but heck of a football player. Okay. So you guys can see what Josh is reading right here. He's just trying to get a feel for this backer, right? Okay. So if this backer works back into the box, he's probably going to work the stick concept. If this backer starts floating stick side, he knows he's got room to go ahead and attack the Texas, right? Boom, sees him. Okay, gets to the Texas, gives it to him. That's just big time football. That's really, really good stuff. Okay. This one I just wanted to highlight because this is straight out of the Green Bay playbook, right? Like, this is just Green Bay. They run this little, like it's like a flat, like a little arrow screen all the time. Okay, I just like seeing it. And then imagine now it's KJ Hamler getting this football, right? Or Jerry Jeudy. Because formationally, you could get Jeudy down there because we got the tight end backside, right? So formationally, we could go ahead and move Jeudy over here. Boom. Now all of a sudden, Judy's our flat runner, and we have block here, but with Jerry Jeudy. So, really exciting stuff. Okay. Not like that exciting of a play in the preseason, right? You guys are like, okay, it's kind of boring 5-yard game. But to see that, hey, these are some of the carryovers from the Green Bay playbook that we're going to be using, I think is really, to me, it's really exciting. So, I don't know. Hopefully it is to you guys too. Okay. Now we're in our vert section. This is going to be so much fun. It is clear that the Denver Broncos are going to try to drive the ball down the field. Here is one way they're going to run verts, okay, which is out of 12 personnel. Okay, remember 12 personnel means one back, right? That's the one. And then we have our 2 tight ends, but we have our 2 tight ends in flank right here. Flank then means that we have our X and Z over here, so our 2 receivers here. Why is this formation hard as a defense? Well, one, you have to either keep your corner separate, right? And then you end up right here where you have a corner on a tight end and then more of a linebacker or a rolled down safety on a receiver. Or you have to bring corners over and then you have to have, right, a safety. That'd be probably strong safety. And a linebacker communicating, and or you'd have backer. So it really just complicates it, as you can see, because I've just drawn a bunch of lines on the screen. But anyway, okay, we're going to run verts out of 12 personnel. And not only 12 personnel, but out of the flank set. Look at this thing. We got a little play action here. Boom. Albert, I think that's Albert O, right? Almost makes the play. Pretty darn good throw. Great concept. You got to love it, okay? So what happens here, hold on, is we end up getting the corner on this tight end, which then leaves you linebacker here. Which is why then that's the best matchup to go ahead and try to throw this go ball to. Gosh, that's pretty close. He catches one later, though. Hackett talked about it in his press conference. Okay, here we go. Now we got slot fade. So another vertical, right? This is exciting because I don't remember the Broncos doing a ton of this last year, and I watched every single snap of that season. So what we've got is slot fade, which is where the slot's on the go, and then this guy's just on a little smoke route. You love this against man coverage because your slot has more room to work, and it's usually a better matchup vertically than trying to run past a corner. So boom, slot fade. Get up and down. just gives you so much room to miss as a quarterback, right? You guys see how he kind of threw that thing outside? It just gives you so much room to work, where it's like just completely different, man. Look at this. Like, you see how much room he has to throw this thing? Like, this is freaking what? I mean, I don't actually know, but it's got to be like 10, 12 yards of space to work with. And then you just put it up, you know, all you have to do is get that thing up and down. Your guy's going to go ahead and make a play. Last vertical concept we have right here, little switch release verticals, okay? He's going to work in here and try to rub this defender, and then he's going to get vertical, and then we're going to switch release our verticals here, okay? So it's another way that we're getting deep, another vertical concept, just now switch release verts, okay? You see him rub that guy? That's just a really good job. Make that guy go underneath. Now all of a sudden he's in a trail position. Heck of a football by Brett there. But this is just what you want. 4th and 3, we're running switch release verticals. I don't know if there's anything more exciting. Obviously would have loved to see that, like, it pan out in more points, right? But gosh, I love that football too, man. I just love the concept. Little switch release first, okay? Now we got 3rd down spear. I talked about this on Twitter, but I'm going to talk about it again, which is, okay, spear they ran a ton of this last season. Okay, they ran a ton of this where we have the spear route here, and then we have the in route out here, okay? They ran a ton of spear, but this is the first time we've seen it out of 7-man protection, okay? So watch what this does. 7-man pro shores up the protection. We're on 3rd and long. We're going to have time, and then it gives us Josh Johnson to where he just stays in there and delivers a freaking strike. Look at this contested catch, too. That is a really darn good catch. Look at this thing. Boom, stands in there, delivers a strike. Great catch, too, man. Last one I've got for you, this is just a salty play design in the preseason. You got to freaking love it. Okay, we got a little F wheel, meaning we're going to run play action right here. Boom, we're going to come off of it. Kendall Hinton's going to go ahead and run this to try to hold this safety and this corner. He's going to try to get both of them, and then we're going to try to sneak the wheel route out. And look how wide open. Now, listen, we bust protection, but look how wide open this wheel route is. Okay, this is something that Russell Wilson is going to feast on. Okay, here's the thing about Russell, too. He might even stop and just go ahead and rip this John all the way back over here if he's in this game, okay? Josh holds on to it, gets to, I think it's a little behind, and we got to look at the tight. But we don't complete it, but that really wasn't what I want to show you. What I want to show you was, man, we're running F wheel in the preseason. I could only imagine what they're going to start running once they're scheming people up. Boom, has to get out of there. Little scramble drill. I don't know if that hit him or if that got batted down. But anyways, all in all, one thing's clear. The Broncos are going deep. They're going deep early, and they're going deep often. Okay? Then you can see some of the carryovers from the Green Bay playbook. That little flat route, that little quick. We're going to go ahead and flip it out there on screen. The stick with the Texas route, you've got to think that's coming over from the Packers. So there's a lot of stuff that's really exciting where it's like, man, you can see some of the Packer stuff. And then you can see a little bit of Niners flair with that little F wheel out of the backfield. That's something that you see like Juszczyk, or I just butchered his name. But you know the guy, the fullback for the Niners. Anyways, real pumped up, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really excited to be back, rolling. We got one more preseason game to get through, and then it's live football. Guys, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, comment, but also comment. Let me know who else you want to see. I want to know who else you guys want to watch, so comment below who else you want to see me break down. And then until next time, peace.